Okay, here we are. We're live. I have been struggling technologically today. Nothing has been working properly today. There is a glare here, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix it. This is my glasses. There's some kind of glare. Um, Okay, anyway. So, hey guys, it's Sunday. This is Lynie, Sunday Slowdown. Have been I've just been challenged with passwords, trying to recover information. Nothing's working right. I got packages that I need to mail out, but I cannot get into my pirate ship. I'm using the correct password and nothing's working. Um, Contacted them and they were like, well, they were going to personally send the email, and if I didn't get it, then they'd have to do an identity thing or whatever. I'd have to do a selfie holding my state ID card, but they said wait for a few to see if that happens because, I mean, I can't put postage on my stuff if I can't get into my pirate ship. But anyway, and so then I had to recover my StreamYard password. Everything I've been locked out of everything. And I can't figure out what happened. The reason I've been so locked out. But anyway, here we are. I digress. So today is Sunday Slowdown. It's that time to take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. There's some exciting changes to StreamYard. It's a message that says something about I could change something. But anyway, we're back to what we're doing for relaxing today. And that was back to our, I never know how to hold this stuff. Yes, our adult coloring book. And so I worked on this one here and I posted it to my Facebook reels or what have you. And so it's time to go to another pick. That's what I'm trying to do. Find a picture that captivates my fancy. hmm And hopefully you guys have had a good week. If you've had challenges and different things, the hair is looking kind of wild. I can tell you that right now. It's at the end of a wash and go, and I need to redo it. But I was feeling lazy today. Yeah. Huh. Education is the key. That's a cute one. I might pick that one. Ah, I like this one. I like her look. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And this one is called Proud. So this is the one I'm gonna start today. So what I did do the other day was because I'm always perpetually having a whole lot of this, a whole lot of that. Um, I went through and got, excuse me for yawning. I slept almost all day today, so I don't know why. I'm tired, but my it was a capsaicin. Is that what they say? Cycle, my sleep cycle. It is so off. I'm such insomniac, and I just my sleep is just crazy. But it is what it is, and so what I'm gonna do, trying to make some room so I can show you guys. I had a different like sort of dot kit or something that I was keeping my pencils and stuff in, but it was some like these are Czechoslovakian pencils, I think, and I had a whole bunch of them, but a lot of them were repeat colors or whatever. So I just got me like a basic set of them, and then the rest I put in a baggie and set out in my hallway, and somebody got them. Um, but these are what is this brand called? This brand is called Plu Plukis and Premier. A fancy one. So I'm gonna try some of those colors. And then I have like these liners, micro liners for shading, but they're all black. What else I got in here? And then these are good for, I think, calligraphy, maybe. No. Or notes. Oh no, this is for journaling. These were journaling pens. And so you have two different size tips for the colors. And so those were good ones. And then this is another set of microliners, but these are colors. So you got yellows, purples, browns. It's like primary colors here. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I can't stop yelling. I don't understand. And then these are journal pens too, by the same maker as the colored ones, but only they are different size tips, but it's just one set. So it goes from small to mini and all that stuff to get to a larger tip. And then these are fine liners. Who are these by? These are all art alternative, and it's a host of these. So I want to say it might be 36 or whatever, but you see a decent amount of colors or whatever, and they're not supposed to bleed through. And so that was all in my. Oh no, it wasn't. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. And then the other thing was I had this pouch in there, and let's just see what's in the pouch. And so this is always, to me, a must-have kit when you're coloring and working in that medium. You should have erasers that can help you with shading. These two are blender sticks, so it helps you blend the colors or whatever. Of course, a pencil sharpener. That little black thing is an eraser. And then you got your sweeper to dust off whatever you have. Oh my goodness. And then here's another set of, actually, this might be two sets. Oh, I didn't realize that I would have separated them out, which now I'm doing. Oh, and some of these, I hope they're not dried out because it doesn't look like the tops on them tight. Well, it could be, maybe it just has that look. And so these are platinum. I guess that's the brand, I'm going to say. Sometimes these markers get away from me. It's hard to hold on to them. So they're fine tips. All right. And these are by AEN Art. And these are fine liner color pens. And so they're good for journaling, what have you. Or if you want to add a pop of color from them to one of your projects. I can't remember if these are or will not bleed through. I'm not sure. But we may try some of these colors today. So that other set wasn't a big, full, globby set, but I like to keep stuff separate. So that if I'm working in one medium, one brand, I like to do that. And that way I just keep it all together. Yeah, so this is the AEN Art fine liner color pen. So we'll put that there. And then these are the platinum. It's like a little, well, more than a primary set because you got a couple of pastel-y colors in here. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that I slept all day. I tell you, I don't understand what the yarning is all about. Oh, then that was in this pouch. I'll do something. Okay. So we're not confused. Yes, and then this was in there. I love this. This reminds me of African colors that I'm going to put on my picture this evening. Of these colors, vibrant, real vibrant and stuff. And so I think this is a pull string. I thought, yeah, I think the two little green strings are what pulls it together, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to test it out. I can't even remember what came in this. But let me see. Nope, I could be wrong. Yes, it is supposed to pull, but there's nothing happening. Oh, you know what? I think it's like that you manually, yeah. Oh, and maybe this side is missing. This is on the one side. Yeah, it looks like a thread is missing from this side. Yeah, and this is not it. So I'm gonna make a cut right here because this is some excess and not the, yeah, so okay. So that's only working on one side. I can see the green thread we had looped in on that side, but it's missing some. I just keep it in here. I think um a supervisor of mine had gone to Africa and she brought me back a beautiful big stone. It looks like carnelian, and I still have it. But I think that's what it was in. I think it was in that actually. And so we're gonna start with these pencils today for my project for today, and I'm really bummed about because I have money on my postage money on my pirate ship. And so again, this is my picture that I'm gonna be doing, and maybe I can rearrange my camera so that you can actually see, and hopefully some of you guys might have a project or picture that you want to do. And so I'm gonna plug this camera in and maybe try to position it so that you can see the picture. Is it? No, I'm gonna have to go to that one camera instead of one. And go to settings. Go to the Microsoft camera. Okay. Yep. Okay, so here we have it. So I'm going to try to position it so that you actually can see. Let's see if that will work. Oh, there we go. Now I've got to see if I can just so it will stay in this position. Huh. Okay. Maybe I could get some light on her. Oh yeah, from that way. So that looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we're working with. And these are our color pencils. And I had I don't know if any of you guys, if anybody who's seeing this remembers, but a lady I used to work with, an older lady that was in our department. She had been with us for years, and she was retiring and moving to Las Vegas. And she was into all kinds of DIY stuff, coloring, especially she loved coloring, and she was making throws for individuals. She made me a beautiful one. And so you know what? I think I'm gonna try the gold for this. Yeah. And so she was really talented. But anyway, when she was moving, this is gold, but I swear it's coming out looking deeper than gold. But anyway, that's what we're gonna use in the solid pieces of the van. But anyway, she when she was moving, her nephew, who she moved out to Vegas with, invited me and some friends of mine to come. They had things they were giving away because she was on a short time frame, and so if you wanted to make a donation for some stuff, you could. But like for a lot of the arts and crafts materials that they wasn't boxing up, and I know, I tell you guys, this is not an understatement. She must have had thousands, thousands. They had one of those big blue nylon like IKEA bags, and I mean the big bags. It was filled to the brim of thousands. I mean thousands of markers, sharpies, pencils, every brand, every. I mean it was literally, it was really even overwhelming. And so what I did initially, a friend of mine, she had gone through, got what she wanted, and so then initially what I did was that I was making packets of color pencils, markers, what have you, and getting coloring books and stuff together and giving them out as gifts. So that was some of the initial things I did with them to, a lot of the young people that I knew, uh, for arts and crafts. I was just making them packets of markers and pens and all that kind of. I mean, it was just so many, and I mean, I can't tell y'all. It was thousands of them. It wasn't. So periodically I would just go through a thing where I would bag them up and give some out to folks and all of that kind of jazz. And but she really, I mean, she had every kind of medium, every brand, and so it was really good when I got went through what I kept for myself, because it gave me an opportunity and exposed me to a lot of some of the best color pencils and writing utensils and art things in that fashion, because she just had good quality stuff. And so it was um it was definitely a blessing to receive. I'm shifting this a little bit so I can get in this corner, to receive the invite by her nephew to just come out and get these things, because they wanted somebody to be able to benefit from it. She put such a large investment into it, and not just for this, but also she had a uh, humongous DVD collection, because she loved old movies and all of that type deal. And so, for the movies that she didn't take with, it was the same thing. They made it available so that if you wanted some, you could get some. And again, even with what I brought home, I had to end up just boxing some of it up and giving it away to some folks, because that's what you do. You don't want to waste stuff. You want to pass it on. If you know somebody that can enjoy it and benefit from it, um, pass it on. And that's what it allowed me to do for some of my girlfriends that I know. Like me, I still have a DVD player, even though everybody's into streaming and this. I mean, I stream, but I still have a DVD player too, because I have some movies that I want to see it when I want to see it. And sometimes you can't even find what you're looking for on the streaming thing. Sometimes they have it and sometimes they don't. Well, the funny thing is, like on some of my, because I have several streaming channels, on some of my channels I'm a Prime member, so you get to stream with your Prime. But sometimes you look at some of these things that you've seen and you want to see again, then they got a sign to pay for it, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. So my most entertaining things that I like, I have them on DVD. It's not a lot, it's a few. Like anybody knows me knows I I love The King of Queens. That cracks me up. I just finished watching again all 9 seasons on streaming it on TV, because like when I want to wind down or something like that, Arthur, Doug, Carrie, they just crack me up. And so that is definitely something that I stream all the time. But I also have, oh, now I can see that it's gold. I also have the gift box set um, to it. And yeah, see, at first I couldn't really see that it was like gold. I'm trying to reposition it because I've turned around. Oh, maybe if I move it in some that way. Okay. Then you can see where I've gone to. So now I'm going to the top. There's the wider pieces that I'm making this gold color. Like I said, coloring is just such a relaxing thing to do, and you can see your project come together. Yeah, I like that. Um, yep, and so, like I said, the same way Miss Joan and her nephew Rob passed it on to me, I felt duty bound to pass it on to others, to spread it around, to bring some joy or at least some relaxation and creativity into people's lives at the time. And so I was very, very pleased to be in that position. It took a minute though. I'm telling you, it was thousands. If you've ever seen one of those IKEA bags, the nylon blue bags that IKEA has, imagine that bag full of color pencils, pens, Sharpies, all kinds of markers, paintbrush markers, where it's a marker, but it really is a airbrush for painting something. Oh my goodness, it had it, and and that was just a blessing to be able to, I went through, got rid of the ones that maybe caps were missing and were dried out, so you cleaned it out first. And then I just started bagging them up and making little gift bags out of them. Nice amounts because, oh, you got a decent amount if you got it, because it was just so many, you know. It was like, and that was such a blessing. But that's the way Miss Joan was so generous anyway. Um, and I'm so glad before she moved away that I was a recipient of a beautiful what do they call it? Afghans or a quilt. She made me a quilt, a beautiful quilt um, that I love. It's just such a joy to get it. And I have had in my lifetime several people actually make me quilts. Miss Joan was one, and my sister actually, well, no, before my sister, a co-worker who then we became friends after we stopped working together. Her mom, uh, her mom was hearing impaired, but one of the things that she loved to do, she was a knitter, and she made me my first throw. Um, and then my sister took it up, and she made me two. I think my sister made me two. And then Miss Joan made me. She asked me what colors that I like, and I told her, and so she made me one. Then I had a girlfriend. We were very close, and sad to say, about 2 years ago, she developed glioblastoma, which is a brain tumor, and she succumbed to it. But before she did, she had started going with me just for a few weeks actually, to where I worshipped, and she had come a couple times. And where we were going, the facility, it was kind of cold in there, and so she'd always bring it with her this beautiful Afghan blanket. And it's so funny how you think you know people, and that's why you always hear the adage, you can learn something new every day. You think you know somebody, and then all of a sudden you discover some innate talent that they had, some ability that you never knew of. And so she was bringing this Afghan blanket to keep her warm during the meetings and stuff. And I was like, that is so beautiful. Where'd you get it from? And she told me she made it. I was like, no, you didn't. She was like, yes, I made it. I could not believe it was so pretty. And so I was like, oh my goodness, that is absolutely beautiful. And she even made the carrying case that she was carrying it back and forth in. And so I just admired it so. And then I'm gonna say maybe like 3 weeks or so after that, didn't she bring me two blankets that she had made crochet for me? And it was they are so beautiful. They are so pretty. And I'm so glad she did that for me, because when she got sick, you know, And even though they had done surgery and all of that kind of jazz, and it seemed like initially that everything was going to be okay, but then all of a sudden it wasn't, and then she passed away. And so there's a few things right towards the, it's like out of the blue things that happened even before she got. Oh, this is what. See, now I'm making a mess. Wait a minute. Let me reposition. Not a move. Okay, there we go. Um, she had given me two pair of shoes and a pair of earrings, and then she made me the two blankets, and all of this uh, was before she was diagnosed with the brain tumor. But it's so interesting because we were having a conversation. She had come to my work, and this is when I was still working on site for the hospital that I work for. And so she had come to pick me up one day after work, and I had done her resume for her. And while we were chit chatting and all that kind of stuff, we were just catching up on when we were young and all this type of jazz. And then, out of the blue, that's what I'm saying. She started visiting me at the congregation I attended. She started coming with me for a couple meetings, and then, like I said, she presented me with those two blankets, and I'm so happy because now I have just these beautiful reminders of my friend, you know. And when I look at them, I mean, they're just beautiful. It just reminds me of the beauty that we shared and the friendship that we shared, you know. And that's why, when people say, like, you oftentimes hear people talk about giving people their flowers while they're alive. It really does mean something because, you know, she passed away so quickly from the brain tumor that, so those opportunities that we have to show people that we care about or that we love, that we really do care about them. And, it's not always about the big things or what have you, but like doing something creative, something handmade, something that shows you took a personal interest in that person and thought about them to make them something. And so those are treasured memories that I now have of her. When I look at them, I think about her. I miss her dearly. It's just life has been different without her around. And it's funny because sometimes you can have relationships in your life that you don't necessarily even have to talk to the person every day, every week or so. But it's such an important relationship to you. These are beautiful. This is my first time using these, and I can see why she has such an amount of these because these are beautiful. The saturation of color from them is really nice. Yeah, these are beautiful. But and so I think about my friend all the time. I miss her a lot. Um, and guys, I heard some beeping. I'm glad it's an Amber Alert because for a moment there I was thinking, okay, wow, that's an Amber Alert. I got nervous because I'm not at the Amber Alert, but I am a diabetic, and so I have a CGM monitor, and sometimes lately it's been going low on me, and my numbers have been running low, so it made me nervous for a second. Then I realized, oh no, that's the sound of an Amber Alert. And maybe some yellow. But yeah, like I said, I miss her dearly. I do. Oh, that's pretty. Um, and it's just, you just want to be able to enjoy your friends and let them know how you really feel and care for them and about them. Um, while they're here, because life is so tenuous, and just stuff happens all the time, especially without health in this system the way it is. Like my mom now is uh, recovering from hip replacement surgery, and I don't know, my eyes blurry or something. I've got to lean in on this one to try to stay in this one. Okay, yeah, hip replacement surgery, and she's doing well, but um, it's still a frustration. She's an older woman, and so it's just frustrating. And but my pause, guys, sometimes is I'm looking trying to see what color I want to use next. So um, I apologize for that. And again, this is such a relaxing um, outlet, that you can just really relax, enjoy, be creative, and watch as it unfolds, as the picture unfolds. It's so pretty. I'm liking it, liking it, liking it. But yeah, so and all of us have experienced loss, and especially with COVID, the pandemic, and realizing too that they haven't gone away. People are still being affected by it. Another dear friend, like two of my dear friends, have just recently gotten over bouts with COVID. My mom has had it. I'm so grateful I haven't gotten it, because it's just her and I. And so, it's rough when you know that if everybody in the household has it. So I was glad that I didn't get it. And I keep trying to do my due diligence so it's not to get it. And in the meantime, I'm really, really trying to work on my getting my A1C down because my mobility is so compromised. I should put that and I shouldn't have. Let me see if I can bring it back. Okay. I need to move the pencils out of the way first of all. That's what the problem is. Then I can stretch my I leave them in the bag. Then I stretch my book out more. Then that will, I guess, make it better. Yeah, that helped me. And then do it this way. Yeah, and so, like I said, and this is a good thing to do alone or, with a partner. If you got some friends that you guys want to get together and color, definitely doable, especially on Zoom. Uh, Me and my girlfriends, we haven't done it in about a month or so because, like I said, with my mom having surgery, what have you, my sister, who's one of my girlfriends that gets online, uh, gets on Zoom or StreamYard like this is when we get together and hang out and do these things together. But she was up here helping out with my mom for about a week, and it was so appreciated. And we sort of just haven't gotten back on schedule for how we were doing our diamond dot paintings and stuff like that. So yeah, but this is just always needed. This bit of Sunday slowdown. It's needed to like reset for the week. Try to reflect on what happened this week. Your wins, your losses, what you can take from it, learn from it, and then keep it moving to gear up for the next week. Yeah. And so, like I said, these are beautiful, beautiful colors. I mean, just the saturation of color with these pencils are gorgeous. Hmm. Yep. And so, can you believe March is almost over? I cannot. I cannot. I'm like, man, wow. It's like it seemed like the month just began, and now it's almost over. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty. I like that. This is coming out really, really nice. I think this is gonna be really, as I say all the time, the bomb.com. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty. You know what my mom had on, and we watched today. Um, I hadn't seen it in a long time. It was one of her favorites when we were watching it when it first came out years ago, and that was Home Alone. It was so funny. I'm like, even all these years later, it was funny. We were cracking up. Hmm. That little kid dusted them folks up. It was good. I'm really liking this. I am. So, this is what I got on deck for my Sunday slowdown. And hopefully, um, you have something. Oh, I'm losing my camera. Hopefully, you have something equally as relaxing to reset your mind for the week. Let me see if I can switch cameras to now go back up. I want to get to the camera inside. And then let's see if we start. Oh, here we go. Okay, guys. So that has been my Sunday Slowdown with Lynie. Again, I'm loving this. I'm loving, and that's the key too. I will say this to you: to really having good results with your coloring, you got to get some good color pencils. And so these are really good. Again, these are called PU. Nope, I'm seeing it wrong. PLUQIS, and it says Premiere after that. So it's Pluqui is how I guess you would say it. Premiere. They are wonderful. The saturation of color, the various colors that they have in their arsenal, whatever, is fantastic. Is this one of them? Oh, okay. See, this guy is somebody else's because this one is a Reeves, so the yellow is not that. I didn't realize that, but the rest of them are. The Pluqui Premiere. They're really good. So I'm gonna keep at it, but I'm not gonna stay on here. And again, this was Sunday Slowdown with Lynie. What is happening? Okay, my okay, there we go. So have a good evening, guys, and until next week. Hopefully, I'll be technologically a little better than I was today. All right, guys, have a good one.